Hello, welcome back to my channel. Just having my little coffee. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a walkthrough of the Arcus Arcanum Tarot. There's the back. This is an AGM Mueller deck, made in Switzerland. Does it say what the? Doesn't say what the year is. Anyway, I first saw this deck on Maria's channel, the Lady Knight of Avalon. There's a little book here. I'm just wondering. Oh, publication 1985. So it's just a little card. There's what the backs of the cards look like. So not reversible, but that doesn't bother me anyway. I never know why people actually I don't know why that bothers people, because when I'm shuffling, I'm not looking at the backs. I'm thinking about the question, and I'm just shuffling, and then stop at a particular time. So I don't know. I don't really understand how a reversible back can actually impact your reading. If you know if that happened, if that is something that's important to you, please let me know down below. Put a comment, because I would, I love learning new things, and I don't know everything about tarot. Probably not likely to ever know anything about everything about tarot. So this deck I don't keep in the tuck box. I keep in a pouch that I crocheted. Just a little ribbon there, and it just this is how I know what's in what deck, where I don't remember. Most I do remember, but just the initial Arcus Arcanum. So it is just an I cord. All right, so I'm gonna do a walkthrough. These are not in order. So again, here's the backs. There's a little copyright down at the corner. It doesn't really bother me. And it does come with a little white book, which is interesting. So this little white book is, I don't know, there's how many pages? There's 69 pages, 70 pages in this book. And why it is interesting is that it's not the same as a little white book that you get today, which, here, let me see. I have one here, which is for the Bohemian Gothic, right? So you have your print on paper. I don't know, I guess, is it laser printed maybe? This looks like, first of all, the paper itself is almost see-through. Right, so I'm showing you the side that has nothing. This is just a blank page, but you can see the type from the previous page, right there as well. And it actually rubs off. The ink actually rubs off of the card, off of the book. So, and you can see that it's, I guess it's like an inkjet printer, but the paper also is just very very thin, and you can see that the ink sort of like changes in color, like it's darker than a bit lighter. Anyway, what I did, because I am worried about the ink coming off, so what I did was I basically took a picture of every page and printed out another copy, just so that I have it, and I have a backup for myself, just in case this thing ever completely disappears, I guess. All right, so I'm going to do a walkthrough. These are not in order, as I said. 5 of coins, 4 of coins. Oh, sorry, they're called discs in this deck. Is the king, the 7, the 3, And I'm gonna show you. Okay, so guess we're going to the Magician, the High Priest, the Empress, the Moon, Strength, the Hanged Man, Seven of Wands, the Devil, the Wheel, the Fool. I love the artwork on this deck. It's that comic book. It's a comic book style, and when I was a kid, I used to love comic books. Seven of Cups, Queen of Discs, Four of Cups, the Page of Discs, Two of Cups, the Page of Wands. Look at their faces. Hopefully that's focusing. They all have that square jawed, that square jawed look. Hermit, the Emperor, the High Priestess. Oh, I'm gonna keep that one. There is one extra card, the Ace of Swords, the King of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Tower. This is an awesome tower. I love it. Look at that. Again, it's that comic book art style. I love it. Love this star. Three of Wands, Judgment, Ace of Wands, Knight of Discs, Page of Cups, Nine of Cups, Eight of Discs, Ten of Cups, Ten of Discs. Oh, interesting. I had not noticed this before. So the two tens, look how similar are they? She's saying, "Good job at bringing home the bacon, Dad," or husband, or whatever. And she's saying, "Good job at bringing home the wine." It's probably not what they're saying, but I like to think that. All right, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, beautiful Ace of Cups, the Ten of Swords. I really like that 10. Death. Temperance. The World. The Lovers. That's interesting. That actually is a very interesting card. Look, the couple, and then there's a fork in the road, and a woman and a man on each fork. I'm gonna pull that out, and I'm actually gonna pull out the book and see what that says. The Chariot. 8 of Swords. Queen of Swords. 9 of Swords. Interesting. The 3 of Swords. The Ace of Discs. So this deck is out of print, and it can be hard to get. I found this one on eBay after looking for quite a while. 2 of Swords. Isn't that the stalemate? Look at her face. Is that in focus? Okay. 3 of Cups. 10 of Wands. The 9 of Discs. The Page of Swords. 2 of Wands. 4 of Wands. The Sun. The Knight of Wands. And Justice. So an interesting thing about this deck is, well, I mean, there's lots of, oh, I hurt my back. There's lots of interesting things about this deck, but one curious thing that they've done is that the different suits, I'm just gonna grab one of each, have the hair colors are consistent throughout each suit, and they're very different. So, or well, they're different. So this is Swords. They all have black hair. Not sure why they did that, but anyway. The Majors all are blonde. Okay, so, and what have we got? Find. The Wands are all redheads. Makes sense, right? Fiery energy. Redheads, and what am I missing? Got sword, cups. Okay, so the cups. Oh, the cups are blonde again. So I thought that was interesting. I'm not sure why they did that. There is one extra card actually, which I didn't show previously, so I'm going to show you now. Where did it go? Here it is. So this was the World card, and then there's this extra card right here, which is interesting. So you can see there's the sword, the cup, she's holding a wand, and there's the coin or the disc. And let me just grab the book to see what that says, because I don't remember. It's been a little while since I've pulled this deck out to read with. Okay. The World. Doesn't say anything after the World. That's not good. Okay, I'm not sure. I thought there was a description of it, but I guess not. At least I don't see one. I don't see one, so I suppose, I mean, this kind of looks like a magician as well, or I can use this as the world card because you also have the, well, I mean, very similar, so it could be another version of the world card. I would have said more magician, but anyway. Okay, so a couple of things. So this book, it is interesting. So where are we here? The name Arcus Arcanum refers to the universal symbol of the bow, because Arcus Arcanum translated freely means the bow of secrets or mysterious bow. Just as the bow is the connection of two poles or sides, tarot makes it possible to connect the conscious and the unconscious. Additionally, the bow stands for a passage, which may be understood in the sense of transcendence, i.e., the entrance as well as an exit. For example, card number 1, the Magician, and card number 19, the Sun. So the approach to the imagery of the Arcus Arcanum, so consistent use of space and perspective achieves a plasticity, which is especially helpful for the meditative use of the cards. It is interesting. So what is interesting about this booklet and the deck, so why it's actually, what did I say, 70 pages, is that they provide for each card, they provide 2 separate meanings. So for example, here, let me find a good one. So for example, the Hanged Man starts here, and then you have, so first of all, you have a little description, and then meaning A, and then meaning B. And they're not, if you're thinking that, okay, that's a upright and reverse, that's not what they are necessarily. So the meanings are divided into 2 categories. A comprises aspects which refer to the mental part of a personality, i.e. the inner spiritual world. And then meaning B, corresponding to A, but the generic outside aspects. So for example, the manifestations of the outside world in a more general context. Additionally, the cards may be examined even more intensively and above all, more individually as follows. Oh, okay, so it just tells you draw a card in the morning and then don't analyze it, and then analyze it at nighttime. Note, this tarot has been developed for use with cards laying upright. There is no meaning in cards turned upside down. So that is an interesting thing. I mean, there's nothing stopping you. You're the boss of yourself, so there's nothing stopping you from reading reverse cards if you want to do so. But the creator's intention was that it shouldn't be. So, like I said, you can do what you want. I'm gonna pull up the Lovers. I'm going to, we're not on the computer. I'm going to flip to the Lovers card because I am very curious about this. So this card illustrates almost all facets of love. In the foreground, a young couple, hand in hand, is trying to strengthen the bonds of their young, glowing love in togetherness. However, they stop on their path because 2 people, possibly another couple, are approaching from the other side of the crossing. They look more amorous and coquettish in contrast to the more romantic-looking couple. Thus, like and like meet at the crossing of the world tree. Okay. So meaning A, the uniting, so remember this, the meaning A is the internal. The uniting and binding principle of love due to the forces of attraction of identical polarities. In this context, a decision is made over different possibilities, which are on the one hand characterized by the appeal of the unknown versus familiarity, on the other hand by liking or passion. At the same time, it represents a transition into a new, self-determined phase of life. Okay, meaning B, which again is the external side of things, usually refers to a conflict between two forces of attraction requiring a personal decision, which, however, is usually made more by inclination or liking than by rational arguments. So there you go. I was very curious because that is, not a standard lovers card. So, but I really like it. I really enjoy this deck. This again is going to be one that I will be keeping in my collection. I enjoy using it. Very much. I love the different takes on the cards, on many of the cards. I love the art style, and in terms of cardstock, it's it's not super thick, but it is fairly and it's not super stiff, but it feels strong. I'm gonna just see if I can. Okay, so I can riffle shuffle it. Probably shouldn't since it's out of print, but I'm not that precious with my decks. Most of my decks, my Solabusca or my ones that are more cardboard, I'd be more precious with. But so I buy these things to use them, not to sit on a shelf and plan to resell or anything like that. I want to use my deck. So anyway, so that was the Arcus Arcanum. I would love to hear if you have this deck and how you use it. To use it for any specific styles of readings. Leave me a comment down below, and yeah, just let me know how you like it. If you like this video, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me out a lot, and until next time.